We are long overdue for a Tepid Takes. Tepid Takes is the series on my channel where we talk about new beauty releases, and we haven't done one in a while because the beauty releases have been kind of boring. I'm just gonna be honest, but I call it Tepid Takes because I don't have super hot takes on things because I'm not trying to talk myself out of buying them. I buy just about everything because I'm buying it to review. All that to say, do not ever feel the need to keep up with my level of consumption. No one should have this amount of makeup. I'm waiting for it to become carnivorous. But when I say, oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna buy that, I am not, unless I say otherwise, buying it for my personal collection. I'm buying it to live in these drawers over here for swatching purposes and to, you know, include in videos and stuff. So I'm going to go on to Makeup on Your Radar, my friend Jamie, and also my DMs with Jamie, because sometimes she sends me stuff that hasn't even been posted yet or that she can't post for copyright reasons and things like that. And also I will go on to Trend Mood. I am going to have to like stop myself short on this one rather than like ending where we left off in the last Tepid Takes because it has been so long since I've been interested in new beauty releases. So let's go ahead and jump in. If you're wondering what's behind me, I went to visit my boyfriend and he was holding that when I got off the plane. And I think it's hilarious, so I just put it there. Comment down below if you also are a life troll and appreciate these kinds of things. So, okay, it's hot, I'm hot. Let's start here with the latest. I actually just got a text message about this today too. These are the new Makeup by Mario setting powders. And actually it's a duo. She posted them separately. It is the setting powder and the setting mist. Surreal Skin Talc-Free Soft Blur Setting Powder. Talc-free. Everything's gonna be talc-free from now on. So, I mean, they're gonna use it as a means of trying to attract you, but just understand that like that's the reason everyone's reformulating is because they're being forced to take talc out. It's never out of the goodness of anyone's hearts, okay? This is late stage capitalism. Pro Performance Loose Powder with a natural finish and all day shine absorption that sets your makeup for up to 12 hours while blurring and smoothing your complexion. Light coverage, natural finish, loose powder sounds enticing and lovely. I have yet to be able to like maintain a contact at that company, so I just keep buying their stuff because I'm always curious. Makeup by Mario's is a company that I keep my eye on, and you know what? If you don't follow
Mario Dedivanovic,
if you don't follow his personal account on Instagram, go follow. It's the most wholesome thing I've ever seen out of just a celebrity. Like he's just like, dreams do come true. And he's just like riding a horse. I'm just like, why are you so adorable? He's so adorable. The Surreal Skin 16-hour soft setting spray. So the setting spray is going to last longer than the powder. I don't know. An alcohol-free, love it, ultra-fine mist with natural finish and barely there feel that sets your makeup for up to 16 hours and hydrates your skin all day. Hyaluronic acid, vitamin C, and niacinamide. Okay, so hyaluronic acid in a finishing spray is a little bit weird because hyaluronic acid has the ability to pull moisture from the air and put it into your skin, which is fantastic. We love that hydration, but it can also, if the balance of things on your skin isn't quite right, it also has the ability to pull moisture out of your skin. So it doesn't always work as a miracle ingredient. It's not just like, oh, it's there, therefore it's been handled well. So I'm not a chemist, I don't know. It's just kind of like, not always a good thing. Vitamin C, I'm ambivalent about, and niacinamide, they just put it in there so that the youths will buy the product, okay? Because they're like, does it have niacinamide in it? And you're like, do you know what niacinamide does? And they're like, it spends my money. The companies and the children have agreed on that, and so, you know, I don't touch it. Price of that is $36. Powders are gonna be $38. I will buy these. I will be interested. I feel like just about anybody doing a setting spray right now is like trying to do something different for the sake of being different because, you know, Anastasia Beverly Hills Dewy Set just mimicked this as hard as they possibly could, the MAC Fix Plus. Either way, like nothing beats that. Well, and like Urban Decay All Nighter, I feel like those are the two. And Urban Decay All Nighter is actually a Skindinavia spray, so you can get it from there too. It's just as good. But I do feel like most of the setting sprays that I have tried lately, while some of them are good, they're still not like as good as MAC Fix Plus. And so it's like, I'll be interested to see, but I will say my hopes are not high that it's going to impress me more than that. Also, if you're looking for kind of a dewy setting spray for your big day, you know what I mean? You want to be out, you're going to be outside all day in questionable temperatures and things like that, and you really, really want your makeup to stay all day. It is actually worth paying the lofty price tag of the Veil Setting Mist from Hourglass. I would not wear that every single day unless you're going full beat every day. If you're going full beat every day, absolutely. But it is like one of of the most impressive, like high endurance setting mists I've ever used in my life. Okay, wow. It is evident that I haven't been on camera in a minute because you can tell I have so much to say. Kulfi is putting out new shades in their, what's this stuff called? Zari eyes. I would not have gotten there on my own. Long-lasting crease-proof cream eyeshadow. I am so happy to see them expanding this shade range because this formula is delicious. It's different for all the right reasons. It's easy to use. It will last you for the rest of your life. All you do is touch it and you get so much pigment, but it's this cool, like, it's not quite like a ColourPop Jelly Much. It's not quite that weird and jiggly. It's like a little bit, it's like somewhere in between that and Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize, is that what it is? You know, something like that, but it has massive staying power. And the only color that I really loved was the brown one, and it's really, really, really pretty. Like, it's just knock it out of the park beautiful. But I was like actually checking the other day to see if they had expanded the shade range because they like the formula so much, and I was like, I want to give you my money. Do you have something for me to trade it for? And they said yes. So they've got Plum Pitaka, which is this lavender shade that is going to look like a nightmare on me. But Sona Sona is bananas. Bananas. It's so pretty. Oh my gosh. You know, on the models, I'm not sure how I feel about it because they didn't really, doesn't look like they put much on. It's a champagne with silver and gold flecks, which I'm just like, sign me up. Yeehaw, giddy up. But I would put way more than that on. It looks beautiful on them, but I'm like, is it in the room with us right now? But yeah, I will be definitely buying. Actually, they'll probably send it to me because I have been lucky enough to be sent their last couple of releases. And if you haven't been on my channel lately, the lip colors that they just did, the staining lip oils, are release of the year as far as I'm concerned. So I'm loving this wave that they're riding. Okay. I just got this in the mail yesterday. So this is the new fragrance from the 7 Virtues. This, uh-oh, I should scooch over, huh? We only got 2 products in before I remembered. I'll cover up my sign for the moment. Anyway, the new scent from the 7 Virtues, I recently got on their PR list, and it is one of my favorite things in the world. They keep blowing my mind with their ability to handle fragrance profiles. You know, things that I typically wouldn't like. You know, they sent the vanillas pretty recently, and I was like, I mean, that's a layup. I love all of them. Like vanilla, 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 give me all the vanilla. You know, I'm a vanilla girl. But the first one that they sent me was actually a coconut one. And I was like, uh-oh, am I gonna hate the first one that they sent me in PR? Like, that's tragic. Nope, love it. I hate coconut, and it is just absolutely lovely. It's incredible. I wear it all the time. I don't know. But this new one is Candied Lychee. I know some people say lychee. I think lychee is actually correct. Candied Lychee. Scent profile here is really, really simple. Top note, lychee. Heart note, peony, which I love me a peony. And the base note is vanilla. You know, they know the way to my heart. And so I opened this up and sprayed myself with it yesterday, and I was like, yep. And when I posted about it, a few people messaged me, kind of asked for, you know, a quick review on it. And one of my viewers, Emily, asked if it is similar to Mood Ring from, or how it compares to Mood Ring from Fleur. And it is, in my opinion, the same vibe. It is not the same notes. It's not like gummy bear, like jelly bean, what is it, that one is, but it still has that fantastic kind of fruity sweetness to it that's a little bit candy-y because obviously it's candied lychee, but it's balanced out with the vanilla, and lychee is tart. It's tart smelling, and so it's not super, super, super sweet, even though it says it's candied. It doesn't have that kind of like gourmand sort of like sugary thing on the nose, at least not to me. So I find it to be balanced and lovely without being kind of overworked. It's really, really nice. But I mean, obviously you don't have to blind buy anything. You can just go to Sephora and smell this, and I would highly recommend doing so. When Jamie messaged me about it, she was like, you know, describe it to me, because she is a fragrance fanatic. She knows everything about it. I described it as halfway between Juice from Commodity and Mood Ring from Fleur. So that's just kind of how I feel about it. I really like it. You know, everyone has asked me for years and years and years to try Vieve Beauty from Jamie Genevieve, and I have gone on that website 100 times and tried to find things that piqued my curiosity enough to make a whole video about. And I think I told myself, yes, I will review Vieve when she puts out a base product. I don't know why. I just think it's because like nothing, it was mostly eyeshadow. And I was like, eh. I think that the new Vieve Skin Nova Complexion Balm, God, doesn't that sound lovely? $39, packed with a powerhouse of skincare ingredients to hydrate and smooth. Skin Nova Complexion Balm has medium to buildable coverage and a second skin finish for a healthy looking complexion. 20 flexible shades. Does look like, while 20 is not the biggest shade range in the world, just at a glance, it looks like there are at least the same amount of shades for like light, medium, and deep. Yeah. So apparently they had something called Skin Nova, and I don't know what that is. I think it's like a primer or skincare. I'm sorry. Again, this is my first, time ever even, this will be my first time trying the brand. So it's kind of a skincare based skin tint. We love that origin story. So yeah, I think that not only will I buy this to try it, but also I will probably use it as an excuse to buy some more stuff from her website. So all of the folks who have been wanting me to review Vieve, you finally get your wish. I am so dehydrated. I just keep drinking water and drinking water and drinking water. MAC Studio Radiance 24-Hour Luminous Lift Concealer. I will admit, I don't keep up on MAC that much because I feel like what they do is they keep sort of expanding their offering in products that they already have. And they have so many products. It's like hard to know what's new and what's just like repackaged. But serum infused concealer, medium buildable coverage, natural radiant finish. That sounds fantastic. I will absolutely love to try that. Ooh, ooh, shade range. Ooh, 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 ooh. Is this already out? Because if it is, yeah, available now at MAC. Ooh, I mean, I will buy it, but I also like to include, the takes of other creators with different skin tones than mine when possible, because of course they have a shade for me, you know what I mean? But like that shade range is pretty bananas. Like the girl in the middle, none of those shades match her. The girl second from the right, none of those shades match her. Like, why is it on her arm? They're really calling themselves out. That's a big cell phone. Yeah, sorry MAC, but I will buy it, but at the same time, like I'm going to try and find other reviews so that I can, see what the shade range is like. Okay, so Jamie has sent this one to me, but I truly don't know the full map here. It says, Hourglass, Simon Doonan, and Julie Gilhart reimagine Barneys New York as a Soho pop-up. Hourglass founder and president Carissa Janes is bringing back Barneys for a limited time pop-up in Soho and has enlisted the famed retailer's former creative forces to lead the charge. Opening September 5th on Prince Street, the 1,500 square foot space was designed by Barneys' former creative design director Simon Doonan with an assortment curated by former fashion director Julie Gilhart. It will run for 5 weeks. Pour one out for Barneys. I loved Barneys. I couldn't afford anything in there, but still, they had all the best stuff. And there are like makeup brands that I have bought from before at Barneys that I literally haven't heard about since then. Either way, I'm gonna put these shades on the screen because Jamie was kind enough to take that into consideration. She was like, if your viewers want to know if they're going to get repeats in this, I will say, it's one palette. Like, good for them. Do I need it? No. But I do, I just miss Barneys. I just miss Barneys, that's all, but I won't be buying that. RMS is sending me this currently. This is the new SunCoverUp Super Tint Broad Spectrum SPF 50 sunscreen, but it's a tinted sunscreen. I am wondering if they call it a sunscreen so that they don't have to have a huge shade range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I don't think that's right. Yep, 13 shades. Okie dokie. Silicone-free daily tinted moisturizer with SPF superpowers. Silicone-free skincare infused daily tinted moisturizer with SPF. So, old RMS 1.0 put out the Unfoundation, I think is what it was called, and it was awful. It was awful. And then they put out this whatever the heck it is one in like the replaceable pumpy deal, and they came out with the primer that goes with it, and it is fantastic. It's fantastic. It's so beautiful. I love it so much. So I predict that this will be RMS 2.0, continued. So I predict that this will be very good. I really like the new powder. This one right here, I really, really like this powder. It's beautiful. So I have really high hopes for it. We shall see. I will say the shade range, they say they have one called Mocha and they've got it on a very deep skinned model, but like also when I blow that photo up, that shade doesn't look that deep, it looks red. So we'll see what the coverage is like, because like if we're talking about SPF 50 mineral sunscreen, brands have been known to fumble those kinds of things on deep skin tones, okay? I've just been around long enough to know that for a fact. We shall see. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. Jamie's like my mom on the internet sometimes. She just sends me the new Natasha Denona palette, the I Need a Warm eyeshadow palette, you know, sends me a link to it and I was like, I don't want to buy that because I know it's just gonna be good and also probably very comparable in use case, not comparable in the actual color profiles, but comparable in use case. Like I'm going to use it in the same ways that I use the golden palette and the I Need a Nude palette. I got there. But then she messaged me and she goes, Kaki, people will want your review. You're influential and people will want to know what you think about it. And I was like, well, way to just stick it to me, Mom. So I bought it. And I used Jamie's code. So she got credit for the sale. So yeah, it's mainly because I'm hoping that there are some bedroomized browns in here. And then yes, I will do the bedroomized brown, bedroomized Bambi video for y'all where I swatch it all over my face and look like an owl. But yeah, we'll see. I'm certainly not the first to review it. I know people already have it in their hands and have gotten it in PR and stuff like that. I have not, but I do love Natasha Denona. Natasha Denona. Natasha Denini. Oh, Caliray. Caliray. This is me trying to get excited about Caliray. Blurry Blush Pore Minimizing Cream Blush with what? Not niacinamide. Yep, niacinamide. We have 5 completely normal colors. Do I need these? Probably not. Caliray is not expensive. They're $25 each. If I got any of these, it would be Sublime and Epic. But at the same time, Caliray is a company where the products have just never impressed me. And they don't have to impress people as much because they are venture capital backed. And so I feel like there's not a lot, you don't feel a lot of like makeup passion coming through their cosmetics. And I just feel like it's so noticeable when you use them and when you use as much makeup as I do. It's like I'm looking at something like this, you know, from Hourglass, or even this that I got from YSL, or this, or this, or this, like all of these liquid blushes that are very, very, very impressive. Rare Beauty, ABH, YSL, Hourglass, and Armani. And I just don't imagine that this is going to be a groundbreaking formula. I would love to be wrong. I would love to be wrong, but from what I've seen from Caliray, we're not aiming for the top. We're aiming for somewhere in the middle. Like that's all they're trying to achieve. Oh, I wanted to mention also kind of a follow-up on this. I saw a review of the YSL blushes on Instagram, but when I opened it up, she was speaking French.
Parler des nouveaux blushs Saint-Laurent. Ça va être plutôt une teinte artistique, mais ça va être aussi une teinte que tu vas pouvoir utiliser comme mixeur.
So I sent it to my boyfriend so that he would translate it for me. I was like, what is she saying about the purple one? It's an artistic tint, but you can also use it as a mixer. Yes, so you know, artsy fartsy if you want to go that direction. Everybody's talking about how these colors are huge in East Asia, which is fantastic. I kind of knew that, you know, I've tried some stuff from Ramen and stuff like that, but this is still pretty astounding. But today I mixed it with this one, and yeah, I mean, I'm not sure that like the color I achieved was something that I would never be able to achieve with something else, but it was effective as a mixer. So perhaps for light olive folks, not just as a color corrector for, you know, yellow under eyes or something, this could be a mixer to turn certain blushes that might turn orange on you into something that is more accommodating to your skin, especially if you are super, super pale. You would really have to be super, super pale. But obviously, like, it's gonna pale something down, but if you're not using it straight, if you're using it straight, it's so light. It's so white, to be honest, but it could add opacity and purple where necessary, mixing it in with other things. I don't know, I was just grateful for that review and grateful that my boyfriend speaks French. Oh my God, Carolina Herrera has put something out in a normal looking compact. I mean, it's still luxurious looking, but like I'm seeing it in someone's hand, and it's a normal makeup size, you know? It doesn't look like Chantecaille or something where you get it in your hand and you're like, well, that's not $75 worth of anything. So this, okay. It's $90 for the compact and the bronzer together, and then to replace the bronzer pan is $40. I will say, that's a really pretty compact, and like it is giving, whoa, it's giving luxury, and there are options. Carolina, yeah, because the shades of the bronzer, while we do not have a deep enough color for most people, you know what I mean? Like this is a very, very small shade range. It's 4 shades. Oh God, they're so gray on the black model's skin. Like, why did they even do that? I love it. I love the whole, like, the black model just with like a brush against her face. Like, I definitely put this on. I have heard the theory, and I love the theory, that you can tell how good a shade range is by just looking a little bit longer at the black model's face, because she's probably telling you no. You know what I mean? She's like, this is baloney, you know, and I feel like her face is telling you this is baloney right now. Either way, the bronzer compacts are so off the charts gorgeous with these like enamel things on the top of them. They remind me of like the Gucci, except just filigreed to death. Ooh, that top right one, the green. Whew. Yes. But yeah, the shades are pretty abysmal. Probably like the first 2 would match me. They probably are gonna be great for fair-skinned people who haven't been able to find a shade, but who knows, they could wet the bed on that too. It seems like they put a lot of work into the compact. I might buy this to see how they did on the bronzer. And then we can move on from there. I'm not gonna buy all 4 of them, obviously, but I would like to know what we're talking about. I also am just interested in a bronzer that looks like my skin color. Like, that looks hilarious. I guess we'll see. Oh, okay. Important. Patrick Ta is coming out with a foundation that isn't that pan of weird margarine that he came out with a couple of years ago. That was like in the, you know, the 2 pan with the powder. This is in a really beautiful bottle, actually. Counting down the days to Major Skin Hydrolux Luminous Skin Perfecting Foundation. Shop early access with the Sephora app on August 26th, which is 3 days from now. I will definitely be buying this. It is an interesting shade range in the sense that all of the olives tones are golden olive with the exception of 1, and there is no fair olive, which, I mean, how loud does Alexandra Nella need to yell? Whoa, okay. Danessa Myricks is doing a shade extension on the Balm contour. It's deep for what we need is an entire revamp of the line, Danessa, because it's the only thing pulling down your average right now is that shade range on the Balm contour, because my shade is baby poop green. I mean, baby poop green. I'm sure it works on somebody, but like, if we did a shade extension, I'm really glad that we went deep. Fantastic. That's Danessa Myricks, you know what I mean? She is phenomenal at catering to all skin tones, but like, I thought that we would be phasing that line out, not expanding it. You know what I mean? Because like, what was there before is not that good. Victoria Beckham has come out with the concealer pen, and I intend to get this, but I asked them to send it to me because they have said that they will always, you know, send me the gifting, but I have to kind of reach out every time. So that is just what I've done. And they're sending me the lips also, but like these things are not kind of coming automatically. And so that's why it's behind essentially. I'm very, very grateful. So I'm not, you know, complaining at all, but I'm just saying like, that's why I haven't bought this yet. We shall see, but it's $68 a pop. Good grief. Peter Thomas Roth has put out Instant Firm Collagen Bounce Stick. What is that? Formulated with a 10% collagen complex, I still don't totally believe that applying collagen topically is going to do something for your skin internally. I don't know. That sounds like wishful thinking to me, but hyaluronic acid, filling spheres, and matrixyl 3000 peptide. We love a good proprietary peptide. This balm stick doubles as a clinical treatment, improving the appearance of skin elasticity instantly and with continued use. What it does, the balm formula blends onto all skin tones to provide a buildable, glowy finish. It's available in 3 sheer universal shades. It's perfect for applying directly to clean skin or over makeup. I don't know what that means. Therefore, it is in my job description to find out. The question is, at $36 each, do I buy one or do I buy them all? I kind of just think I'm gonna buy the clear one, but like, what the hell was that? I just read a whole bunch of stuff that is not Jamie's fault. She didn't write that copy. I read a whole bunch of word salad. I don't know what the product does. I don't know what it does. If you're gonna make a cosmetic, I would like to know what it's supposed to do and where and how. So yeah, I don't know. It's too interesting and I need to know. Bobbi Brown Cream Glow Highlighter. No, Bobbi. No, don't tell me this. Don't tell me this, Bobbi. I mean, it's not Bobbi, but you know, surrogate Bobbi. We only have one shade. All right, moving on. Sisley has put out a lip pencil that looks like Revlon. Sisley, you're gonna need to up your packaging game before you get my money. I'm sorry. Nothing inside of a package is worth that much money, unless it's skincare. I need it to also be cute on the outside. Angie has put out Color Cosmetics. So she is putting out 4 glowing blushes. I watched the beginning of her video while I was getting ready. I haven't finished it yet, but I just got these in the mail. So I will definitely be sharing them with y'all. I have loved Angie's brushes. I bought the first round of them and then they sent me some more, and like, these are phenomenal. This is a really great concealer brush. This brush for blending a cream eyeshadow is so excellent. And then this little guy, if I am without this, I cannot do my eyeliner. So that was the F02, the E04, and the E07. I'm excited to see how the blushes work. Angie and I diverge on our color cosmetic, like the colors of cosmetics that we wear, but we do our makeup very similarly. And we have a lot of kind of tastes in common. So I'll be excited to see how these are. LYS is putting out a foundation stick. Yes. Meet Triple Fix Skin Tint, an all-in-one stick serum, primer, and foundation that instantly wipes away the look of texture while giving skin a natural veil of coverage. 22 skin-loving shades, this blendable and buildable vegan foundation stick formula easily glides onto the face to blur the look of any surface texture while leaving behind a natural satin finish made for all skin types. Say goodbye to unwanted texture and enlarged pores with enlarged pores and enlarge your pores. That's what everyone wants. With this comfortable formula, it is fortified with green tea extract, which we love because that has caffeine. It's a nice like lifting effect. I love when there's green tea extract in things. Watermelon seed extract, which don't knock it. It's effective stuff. And rosehip oil, which I love, for lasting hydration and radiance. Yeah, no, that sounds awesome. It is available on the 27th on Sephora, and I assume it'll probably be like $25. You know what I mean? Their stuff is so affordable. I will be buying this for absolute certain. For absolute certain. Let's go over to Trend Mood and see if there is anything that I missed. We got some new Chanel cream blushes. I'd be into that. I think Beige Eclatant looks freaking ridiculous. Like, why is it yellow? I need to know. And then, they got a couple of beigey ones in there. And they tend to discontinue those. Yeah. I might need some of those. It's not your problem, it's my problem. Charlotte Tilbury is putting out a 9-pan eyeshadow palette that looks, I mean, just like everything else Charlotte does, and I'm sure that it's lovely and I don't need to buy it. I bought the Fenty blushes. Our next video is gonna be a new at Sephora. And we're gonna be talking about a lot of new stuff that y'all have been requesting. A lot. And a lot of it is super skippable, so excited to share that with you. The new Clarins lip oils. Boy, did I want to add that black lip gloss to cart, and it is pH color adjusting, and I said pass. Glossier has come out with an eyebrow pencil. Congratulations. I got the new Fleur fragrances, Heavy Cream and the coconut one and the caramel one. I actually like Heavy Cream the most, and then the coconut one, and then the caramel one is not for me. But Lisa Ginger Snaps in my comments, who has followed me for so many years, like one of my longest subscribers of all time, she DM'd me to ask about it, and she was like, someone in a comment or in a review said that it smelled like Disney. And she's like, that made me want it. And I was like, that is so accurate. because I was like, you gotta really like caramel. And she bought it, and then she left me a comment following up saying, it does smell like Disney and I love it. So it is definitely for some people, it's just not for me. Oh God, Guerlain by Poochie. Vibrant Fall Makeup Capsule, you're not kidding. My Lord, that eyeshadow quad is a nightmare. Good grief. Oy vey. Okay, Love Shack Fancy. Okay, perfume body mist. How much are we talking? Because if you're gonna do a body mist, I hope that the prices are low though, because those look like Soda Streams. Like, I literally thought that someone had just partnered with SodaStream. These kind of are little hot takes that I'm doing. Oh, Afternoon Delight from Replica. You just, again, we have a case of Replica makes home fragrances. Well, I mean, there are exceptions. There are definitely exceptions. I know plenty of people love to wear Jazz Club or Beach Walk or whatever. And I personally love Matcha Meditation as a perfume. I'm not saying this across the board, but like I tend to prefer when they have been interpreted into home fragrances. Like I love From the Garden in a candle, but like the perfume, has no business being a perfume. And I think that Afternoon Delight is going to be a lovely candle. It is just not a perfume I want to wear. It's just, it's got that Madeleine thing to it. Madeleine! Is she from Tallahassee? Madeleine. Madeleine. Anyway, yeah, it's got the Madeleine thing to it and it's just so literal. I don't want to smell like a Madeleine. Madeleine. Anyway, oh no, Chantecaille, you know what, Chantecaille, you don't get my money on this one. And I haven't been buying Chantecaille lately regardless because they just disappoint me. But like that is another case of them putting out like something that looks like it's gonna be like a really awesome like neutral brown and it's gonna be so cool and green on my skin. And like fine, that's for someone. You don't get my money. Oh my God, Blake Lively is putting out her own beauty brand. I watched a video, I'm gonna try and keep this short. I don't know how much battery I have, but like I've watched one video, D'Angelo Wallace's video on his second channel of talking about why Blake Lively is being hated by the internet right now. And I'm just very like, log off. Like everybody just log off. Who cares? Like it is so inconsequential how much she's like unpleasant. You know what I mean? Like she's unpleasant. Who cares? But also I just don't understand like why we hang our hopes on celebrities so hard. You know, it's like you acted in a movie where you played a character who dealt with these themes that happened to me in real life and therefore I need you to be the kind of person who can be an ambassador on behalf of people who have survived this thing that I survived. And it's like, y'all, that's a stretch. And I'm not saying that I'm taking the onus off of actors to do that. I'm just saying like don't set yourselves up for disappointment by hanging your hopes on Hollywood actors. My God, just they're guaranteed to disappoint you. Okay, guaranteed. Urban Decay reached out to me and I missed their email. They were trying to send me the new Naked palette and then they emailed me again and the form opened back up. And so I think that they're sending a few things. They're gonna send the foundation that came out a while ago and they're gonna send the Naked palette, I think. So, I don't know. I never had the original one. Somebody messaged me and they're like, we need to know if it's as good as the old one. I was like, I don't know. I don't have the old one. I'm too cool for that. No, I mean, I was too cool for that. You know what I mean? I was always like, oh, that's so basic. And like, I understand now that liking things is fun, but at the age I was when the Naked palette came out, I thought that not liking things was fun. So don't take my word for it. Although that kind of navy blue gray thing, I don't need it. They could cut that thing off like the last 2 shades and like the top 3 shades as far as I'm concerned. They'll do a Naked mini, you know they will. Oh, gross. Too Faced has decided, since they've run out of runway on holiday scent ideas and things to make their palettes smell like, now we have Appley in Love palette and it smells like apples. Like caramel apples. Oh my God. Ew. So I'm definitely gonna be buying that. I'm just kidding. Okay, and then we're back to the new Bronze and Glow from Ilia, which I did buy and I will have a review for you soon. I told you something was going to have to stop me because I could talk about makeup back till probably like the end of May if I want to right now, because it's been so long since we've done one of these videos. So the thing that decided that the video was done was that my card is out of space. So them's the breaks, kids. That's as far back as we're going, although I do have plenty to say about a lot of stuff, but most of the things that we hadn't gotten to yet, I've bought. And I'll be reviewing for you soon. So I will have a new at Sephora coming out next. And it's gonna have, like I said, a bunch of stuff that y'all have been requesting. And I hope that y'all liked this. If you did, give it one of those. You know, subscribe if you haven't already. I'll put a video up here that I think you'll enjoy if you like this one. And I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.